Happy Halloween, everybody. So here I am, trick or treat. Well, I don't think you guys want to be tricked. Most of you have been waiting for your nutrition guides, and I'm going to go ahead and get into those right now. If you don't mind, I'm going to take off my pirate hat though, because I feel a little silly staring at myself with the pirate hat on. Okay, so here we go. Let's start with P90, because most of you are doing the P90 challenge pack. That your workout's going to be P90, your nutrition guide will be P90. Tony Horton has done a really interesting thing in P90 and made it very simple for you. He took out all the guesswork if you want to get rid of that guesswork. And honestly, if I wasn't such a picky eater, I would get rid of the guesswork because it's pretty easy. So, first thing you want to do is go to page 4 of this guide called P90 Simple Kitchen. You're going to go over here to page 4, and it looks like this. Oh, and there's Sahil being, being Sahil. But anyhow. Okay, so here's page 4 of your nutrition guide, those of you doing P90. And you need to go here first because you need to figure out your calorie intake. That's really important. You do not want to be under your calories. You do not want to be over your calories. Oh, you don't know how hard it is to already take a video without somebody watching in the background. Okay, anyhow. So here's what this says. This says, what's your weight? So you're going to find out your weight. I'm going to take out my calculator here. And I'm going to put in a weight. Let's just pretend you're 190. 190. There you go. Then it says multiply by 11 if you have a sedentary lifestyle, multiply by 12 if you have a moderately active lifestyle, or multiply by 13 if you have a very active lifestyle. This is outside of your P90. So it's not counting you doing P90. It's asking if you are sedentary, moderately active, or very active outside of P90. And honestly, even as a kindergarten teacher for a living, who was on her feet all day long and out couponing all the time, I'm very active. I'm walking everywhere. I need to get myself one of those little Fitbits so I can find out how many steps I have. I guarantee you I'd probably be like way up on the list of steps. But anyhow, my heart rate isn't getting up. And so that's not considered physical activity. That's still kind of considered more sedentary activity. So with that being said, I always multiply by sedentary lifestyle, even with how active I am outside of my workout programs. But if you disagree with me and you want to go with moderately active, go ahead and go with moderately active and pick the 12. Or if you feel that your activity outside of P90 is, vigorous and a lot of work, go with 13. But for this scenario, we're going to go with multiplying by 11, a sedentary lifestyle. So this person's 190 pounds. They're going to multiply by 11, and they get 2,090 calories. That would be to maintain their weight with P90, okay? So most of you in my challenge group, or I think all of you, want to lose weight. If you want to lose weight, you're going to subtract 500 calories to create a deficit. So this person's going to get 1,590 calories. We're going to round that up to 1,600 calories because you should always round. It makes it easier, and you should always round up. Okay, so this person's going to get 1,600 calories on their plan. One thing Tony Horton did in this book, which makes it really easy for you, is he's designed 6 or 7 breakfast, lunch, dinners, and a whole slew of snacks for you to choose from to get the 1,600 calories and never have to track any of your nutrition inside MyFitnessPal or any macros to figure that out. And I think that if you like the recipes he has in here, that's the option I would take. Unfortunately, I'm a really picky eater, and I probably would design my own meals just because I'm so picky. But if you're not picky like I am, I think I would go with the easy option. So let's look at those for a minute. So a person who has 1,600 calories a day would start off by picking one of Tony Horton's breakfasts. Okay? He has a couple of Shakeologies here. He has some pancakes, some eggs and toast, some oatmeal with some goodies, and a spinach omelet with some cheese and some other veggies in there, it looks like. Okay, and so every breakfast is 400 calories, just like every lunch is 400 calories. So then you get to lunch. He's designed a wrap, looks like egg avocado salad, some sort of pumpkin soup, pasta salad, a tuna salad, and probably a Shakeology, some Shakeology recipe. And then those are all 400 calories as well. Then you get to the dinner. They're all 400 calories. We have some salmon over some veggies. You have some chicken parmesan. You have some chicken sesame and green beans. And it looks like shrimp with asparagus over a bed of rice. And some quinoa. And of course, a Shakeology recipe. And then, well, we'll start there. So If you were a person with 1,600 calories, you would start each day by picking one breakfast, one lunch, and one dinner from here, and that would give you your 1,200 calories. So let's go back to this and we'll take away your 1,200 calories. You have now eaten a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner. And each day you could pick something different. It doesn't have to stay the same. Or it can stay the same if you really like that meal and you just want to prep it and keep it the same. All right, but now you still have 390 calories left, or really 400 because we rounded. So with your 400 calories, you're going to go into his snacks option, which is right here. Snacks. Ooh la la. Okay, so not only did you get your 3 meals, but now he's designed 100 calorie snacks. There's several on that page. But then he's also designed 150 calorie snacks, one of those being Shakeology, and more 150 calorie snacks. Okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to pick snacks to fill up the rest of your calorie intake. So let's say you picked 2 snacks that were 150 calories. Well, that would be negative 300 calories. And now you're left with 90 calories, or again, we rounded, so we really left with 100. So pick another snack that's 100. And now all of your calories have been eaten for the day. So a person who is 190 pounds coming into this challenge group and has a sedentary lifestyle could pick 1 breakfast, 1 lunch, 1 dinner, 250 calorie snacks, and a 100 calorie snack straight from everything Tony Horton has designed for you here in recipes, and make it that simple, and each day change it out with a different breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a different snack if you didn't want to get bored. Or again, if you like to prep, hey, do the same thing. Okay. With that said, if you're picky like I am, and you're probably not going to eat that tuna salad or that shrimp, and you would rather have yourself, something else from the food choice list, here we go. You have a tier of foods. Tony Horton has tier 1 through tier 5 foods. Okay? He's saying that you should get most of your foods from tier 1. Go ahead and get plenty of foods from tier 2, and get some foods from tier 3. And tier 4 is only if you feel like you must treat yourself. And tier 5 is stay away from. Don't eat those at all on your program, no matter how much you like them. All right, so tier 1 foods are considered the most pious. There's a whole list of things in your guide. I don't know if you can see that. These are the best foods for you. You want to fill up your diet with mostly these. Okay, tier 2. Those are the happy foods. There's a whole list of those in your book. You want to fill up your food with a good portion of these too. Tier 3, some of these, not too many, because when you get too many from here, then that means you didn't get enough in 1 and 2. Tier 4, some of our favorites. Basically, Tony's saying if you must have a treat, go with tier 4. Okay, he's saying there's not much nutritional value here, but they're not deal breakers. He has things in here like, bacon, 80% ground lean beef, applesauce, Canadian bacon, which I do eat Canadian bacon, and pizza from a restaurant. So yeah, these are things that you really are frozen yogurts here. These are things you really don't want, but if you're feeling like, you know what, I need a treat, Lindsay, and I'm building my own meals and I get 1,600 calories, and I'm going to fit this in my macros today because I need my treat, get it from here. Tier 5, he's saying stay away from. Do not eat these things. Do not eat high fructose corn syrup. Do not eat salad dressing bottled commercial. You like Kraft Ranch. If you're a ranch lover, throw it out now. Do not eat syrup that's refined, and it goes on and on. There's all kinds of stuff here you can read. Donuts. He's saying that these, throw them out. There's no room in your diet, period, for these, even as a treat. That's what he's saying. I don't know when I go to Vegas, but that's not when I'm following my plan. But when I go to Vegas for a week, sometimes these might be in my meal plan. But there's not really a plan then. Anyhow. Okay, so with that being said, so then you're asking me, well, Lindsay, how do I decide how to build my meals? Well, this person I told you is 190 pounds gets 1,600 calories. And I'm going to be listing another video which tells you how to pick your macro breakdown. And then I'm going to teach you how to do MyFitnessPal. So what you'll do under MyFitnessPal is put in 1,600 calories, and then you're going to choose your macro breakdown. And if that doesn't make sense to you, don't worry, I'm posting another video about macro breakdown. And then you choose your macro breakdown, and you're going to put that into MyFitnessPal. And then each day, you'll have to put in your own nutrition. And it actually gets easier as you go because you start to eat the same things, and you just quick tool copy it over. But that'll be a different tutorial. All right, so this is your P90 Nutrition Guide. If you have questions, comment below. I'll be making a couple other nutrition guides.